A typical KP game. They needed all 5 players that are in the starting lineup today, plus a few off the bench, to step up. It's going to have to be a collective effort, but I expect them to go inside to Hannah Gusters and then look for Emily Rodriguez to be very aggressive from the start.
Peterson, the top scorer in the Big 12 a season ago, and so Emily Rodriguez gets her first start. Here is a UCF night as matinee basketball here from Addition Financial Arena is underway. As the Stetson Hatters 2-1 on the season, draped in green, the Knights here armored in white. As a long-time rivalry between these two schools, as that was the runner by Brown.
Yeah, expect to see a lot of ball pressure from the Stetson Hatters. They know they're giving up size inside. The way they're going to try to negate that is by heating up those ball handlers so that it's not easy access to throw the ball down low.
You saw Mary McMillan. She wears that #1 jersey for Stetson. Here's the triple on its way, lifted from the other McMillan. As that one errant, as Mary McMillan, a former Knight. And now here's the triple launched in the corner pocket, and bang it goes for Allie Stedman.
And that's great basketball from the Knights to go inside to Gusters. Gusters immediately back out to Allie Stedman. Good basketball.
Here's a triple by Mitchell. That's off. And these Hatters, BJ, tops in the conference in the Atlantic Sun, one of the top three-point shooting teams in the nation. They come in 13th. Currently as averaging just over 33-point attempts.
Absolutely. Stetson is looking to get them up often and frequent from the outside.
You saw Stedman with the crafty hands, now in transition, the triple, and off the hands of Ashol Akat. As Allie Stedman, the Miami transfer, the one-time Pepperdine player as well, as you see the triple there, that her second of the season thus far.
Well, that's why you go inside to Hannah Gusters, not only because she can score, but the defense is going to pay so much attention to her. Other players on the team are going to get open shots.
Now looking to break down the defense. Here is Keshi. The turnaround shot in the box is strong, and then last touch by a Knight. It'll stay here with the ladies from DeLand. As Stetson coming off a victory against Edward Waters. UCF, a victory, as BJ said, over Marquette. Solid win against a NCAA tournament team from a season ago. As you see the difference maker, Gusters, down there in the paint.
And that's okay, Scott, right? Stetson, even though they're giving up size inside, they still have to drive Gusters, not to finish over her, but hopefully they can get her to help, which will create a dump-off scenario.
There the aforementioned Gusters, the double team comes, she loses it. Hatters now wanting to move. As here's Mary McMillan. She'll toss it to top, now looking to drive. That was the other McMillan, losing it. And another steal for the Knights in transition. Here is Rodriguez. As she'll take the contact and be rewarded. She'll take 2 now here from the charity stripe.
And this is just one of the facets of Emily. She's been so effective this season, is that, simply put, if you don't stop the basketball, she is going to keep attacking the rim. A lot of times you see players pull the ball out or not look to attack or feel comfortable going all the way to the cup, even if nobody really stops them. She is going to force the Stetson Hatters to pick the ball up and stop her from attacking the rim.
As there is Lynn Bria, a one-time UCF Knights head coach, but she's been at Stetson now for 17 years. And they were a real surprise team, BJ, a season ago in the Atlantic Sun.
Finished second in the A-Sun last season, regular season. Coach Lynn Bria has obviously been around for a long time, very experienced in the women's game.
At UCF from 96 to 99. Is this the 65th overall meeting between the two programs? Gusters down in the pivot, and the whistle's going to be called on McMillan.
As you couldn't tell, that was a good action UCF ran right there. They ran some fluff action with some cutters going across the free throw line, a baseline sprinter, which led to other action, so the defense just can't focus on Hannah Gusters and the feed inside. At times this year, Scott, we've seen UCF come down and just try to feed the ball inside to Hannah Gusters directly without any action. That's Coach Satia Messer drawing up creative ways to get the ball inside to a post player.
As now here's the three on the opposite end. That's Keshi. As Stetson is ice cold to begin this basketball game, 0 for 5. Now a Shola Koch. She'll give Rodriguez. Rodriguez hanging. Can't get it the first time. Second effort, however, is up and good for Emily Rodriguez. Her first field goal, and it's 8-0 Knights. The runner too strong, Quintara Mitchell. And now UCF quickly motoring the opposite direction. As we've played 3 minutes of basketball here, opening quarter, the cross-up. That was Nate Brown, and now a Shola Koch along two, and burying it is a Shola Koch, top the bubble.
I like that from a Shola, being confident in her shot from the outside. She's put work in on that in the offseason.
Jumper, front iron, that's Keshi. As scoreless right now here for the Hatters. And Lynn Bria is going to get a full hockey wave of you Hatters at the next dead ball. In the meantime, on the drive, that's Nate Brown. Can't get her on the first effort. The second effort, however, there for the Knights.
Yeah, well, UCF's just relentless in attacking the paint right now. Not a lot Stetson can do to stop it, but they got to get back in transition.
And the Shola Koch, she'll wait for the cavalry.
Stetson's got to keep the ball in front, try to limit penetration as much as possible. They can't let the Knights continue to get downhill.
Brown losing the dribble, then gives it up to a Shola Koch as the broken play, and a Koch was the Johnny woman on the spot. And the easy score for UCF, timeout on the floor. It's all Knights right now as a 2-touchdown lead.
Hey, Kieran. You're clear.
Vamos.
Right now for UCF, 14-0. It's time now to introduce you to the third member of our crew. Here is Cecily Webb with a little bit more on a Shola Koch who's got a quick 4 points.
Thanks, guys. Shoal's basketball journey began back at home in Canada in 7th grade thanks to her younger brother. At the time, he was playing in a boys and girls club team, and they're playing in a tournament where they needed an extra girl to fill in. He told her, it's pretty easy, just play defense. No matter what, just pass the ball to me when you get it. She said her immediate thoughts after the game were, I have been beating these guys. I might as well just continue playing the game. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Yeah, she's played at a pretty high level now here in her sophomore campaign for UCF. This comes off a 10-point performance in the victory against Marquette last time out for UCF. As Stetson 0 for their first 8 from the floor. Rodriguez dropping it down to Nagodu. The double team comes.
The pass.
And the diagonal downstairs.
The pass.
And the score for Allie Stedman.
The post passing of the bigs for UCF to start this game has been really impressive. We saw Hannah Gustafs make the inside out to Stedman early, and that time, Kyala Nagodu with the hockey assist leading to the three-pointer shot.
And now Rodriguez is going to bowl over her defender. That was Haran. And the offensive foul against the rookie. And now Satia Messer to her bench. As Emily Rodriguez will take a seat, getting her first start here of the season. As the pull-up jumper off the dribble is Keshi, and the woes continue on the offensive end here for the Hatters.
And right now, Stetson's just got to find a way to get one to go, right? Sometimes once you break the seal, you get that first bucket, you can get on a roll. But right now, if they have any action, any specials, they need to break it out so they can just get one on the board, get things going.
Summer Yance, who's just checked in, she dials it down. Nagodu, too strong. McMillan able to erase it off the iron. And 6 minutes in, the Hatters have not scored. And another miscue, the 5th turnover here this afternoon for the Hatters.
And let's give credit. as well, Scott, right? This UCF defense has been really strong to start the season. Great defensive performance against Marquette, holding the Golden Eagles to 33% from the field, 17% from the three-point line in that game. So the Knights defense is ahead of their offense right now, and it's showing again tonight.
Yeah, defending the three, they've been very good through the first two games, limiting opponents to just 17%. As using the window is Kayala Ngodu, her first score of the game.
And that's just smart basketball. You have the size advantage inside, go in there until Stetson finds a way to stop it.
McMillan, she gets crossed down. And now atop the circle, here's the triple fired. That was from Epley. And the rebound comes down to Summer Yancey. Ashola Cott, she'll work in the pivot. Cott through two defenders. Not the first time, second effort, however, is there. The left-handed finish by Ashola Cott. BJ, now she's got 6.
Yeah, terrific effort right there from Ashaw to stick with it. First player to know where a missed shot is going to go is the player who shoots it. Great stick-to-itiveness right there from Ashola Cott.
Here's the triple atop the circle. That was McMillan. 0 for 6 from downtown are the Hatters. Castagne is going to have her pass picked off. It's Epley.
Yeah, Castagne should have just kept going on the drive right there. Had a chance to finish at the rim.
And then Epley throws it away. Had an open woman. Cameron Thomas was running the floor. Epley will come off the hardwood. And both Satia Messer and Lynn Bria will go to their benches. The UCF bench was pivotal, BJ, against Marquette. The Knights would score 22 points in the 57-50 victory last Thursday here from Orlando. As UCF, their first 6 games are here at home before making their way out for a Thanksgiving tournament.
And then this is a good opportunity for some of the other bench players for the Knights, right, Scott? The 22 bench points against Marquette was great, as we're going to see a 3 seconds called against Mahogany Chandler Roberts. But let's be honest, 18 of those 22 points off the bench came from Emily
Rodriguez.
Exactly. So now that she's been inserted into the starting lineup, this is a chance for other bench players to show what they can do off the bench.
Into the high post. Here is Calhoun. She'll get cut off. And now Thomas will try a 3. And finally, the Stetson Hatters are on the board.
And rightfully so. It's been Stetson's most effective offensive player this season, who's the one to finally get them on the scoreboard, Cameron Thomas. Shooting 44% from the three-point line on the season, over 17 points per game. She's been a bright spot for the Hatters this early on, the transfer from Division II.
Yeah, the leading scorer thus far here through the first 3 games, the Southwestern Michigan transfer, where she was a first-team selection in the MCCAA Western Conference. Also the Player of the Year. Summer Yancey with a finger roll. There's nobody going to stop me. I'm going to lay it up and in.
More good action right there from the Knights, getting the DHO, allowing Summer Yancey to get downhill and finish with the left hand.
Easy score here for the ladies from Orlando. Now Cameron Thomas, she'll slither past a handful of Knights emphatically, and now with 5 points.
And you like to see that from Thomas, right? You have a competitor in her. She's like, look, I'm our leading scorer. We can't seem to get things going. I need to do what my team expects me to do, and that's score points.
Chandler Roberts challenged by Calhoun, and Calhoun wins the effort. And now another 3 lifted. Keshi, the heel of the iron. This one will go out of bounds, and we'll switch ends. As Mary McMillan coming back out onto the floor here for the Hatters. She would appear in 7 games a season ago for Satia Messer. And now has found a home in DeLand after beginning her career at UNC Wilmington.
Well, and you like to see that for a player like Mary McMillan, right? She had much more of a limited role for the Knights last season. We're going to have a foul called against Promise Keshi. But McMillan, limited role last year for the Knights, right? Didn't get the big minutes, but she transfers to a Stetson program where this season, obviously in a bigger role, 24 minutes per game, averaging double digits right now. This is why the transfer restrictions were removed from college basketball for a player like McMillan to say, you know what? I see the role I have at UCF. I know I can go to another program and be a valued contributor. I should be able to go play right away without sitting out.
Former Apopka darter and one of 8 children. She's got 4 brothers, 3 sisters. And she's at the controls right now.
Apopka, traditionally the best high school football program in Central Florida. If you're taking it from the 1990s on,
that was the Mitchell 3, and now the shot clock is off as this first quarter winding down, and it has been all night. 7 seconds. Here's Nay Brown. Nay Brown down the boulevard. It'll be contested, and now the Hatters with the last-ditch effort. That was Quintara Mitchell, and that'll do it here for the first 10 minutes of basketball, where the Knight defense has shined, limiting Stetson.
She's made the layup she's supposed to make around the rim, and the biggest thing, also, she's not fouling defensively. She's not picking up those bad fouls, and she's not getting those other offensive fouls that she just doesn't need to get.
Something that got her in trouble as a freshman last year is Mary McMillan with the score here for the Hatters. See if they get some positive vibes here to begin quarter number 2 as Hannah Guster's muscling her way. Too strong. And now the Hatters clearing up into the forecourt.
So right now, Charlotte Cott's going to heat up the ball. She needs to heat up the ball, keep her hands off, hands out wide, right? Use your body, use your feet. Don't use your hands.
Cott's such a fast twitch player, too, BJ. As comes up with the loose change, throws it up ahead. Rodriguez unable to get the lay-in, however, contact as the whistle on Raven Alexander.
And that was a Charlotte Cott who started that with her defensive effort underneath the rim. Block shot, leads to Emily Rodriguez, again, out in transition. And you know, the underrated part of Emily Rodriguez going to the rim, I mentioned how if nobody stops the ball, she's gonna go, she's gonna finish or get to the free throw line. It's the 6-foot frame, Scott. She's stoutly built for a 6-foot freshman. Like, I don't see the physicality of the Big 12 bothering her that much because she's already built with that size and those broad shoulders like a veteran player.
Back-to-back games in double figures here for Emily Rodriguez. As again, no Caitlin Peterson here today for UCF, but in control here a minute into this second quarter. Rodriguez now with 6 points here for UCF. One of 3 ladies.
Good pass.
And well executed. Quintara Mitchell gets the score as the set piece here by the Hatters.
Yeah, well, nice cut right there from Mitchell. Great job of Tiaja McMillan of keeping her head up.
Guster's stepping outside the mid-range, and then Ashal Akat is going to get whistled for the foul. About 80 feet away from the bucket.
Those are the ones you don't need, right? 80 feet away from the bucket. Again, not worth it, not necessary. Is it going to affect UCF a ton in this game? Most likely not, but you want to create good habits, right? So that when you get into closer games where those fouls do matter more, you already have good habits built up.
Cameron Thomas flicks it up. It'll caroom off. Emily Rodriguez says, give me that orange.
Good pass.
She'll throw it up ahead as running the floor and being rewarded is Ashal Akat. As the freshman to sophomore combination. And Drano for McMillan, her first score here for the Hatters.
And Tiaja McMillan's really been an all-around player for Stetson to start the season. Close to double-digit in points, 8 rebounds per game, 5 assists, so.
McMillan up ahead. Thomas can't capitalize, and now UCF.
And they got to get Guster's a touch, Scott, right? They got to go inside to Hannah. She's demanding the basketball. You cannot have a force like her just going up and down, running. She's got to get touches inside while she's in the game.
As the lob to Akat, here's the double team. Hasn't recognized yet. And Stetson with the reach-in foul.
Now, see, we've seen a lot of aspects of Rodriguez's game. Like, we've seen her score, but we haven't seen her pass like this. If she has the vision to make plays like this as well when she's pushing with her head up, that will be the next part of her development in her game, is becoming a player that not only can score, not only can rebound, but can set the table.
Miami Herald, Miami-Dade Player of the Year. She was a state champion before coming to UCF at the prep level. Here's a long three lifted air ball. That was from Noga Haran. And now McMillan causing disruption. She'll get it back here for the Hatters. Can they take advantage? As Haran, her lay-in too strong. As now UCF will walk it to work, look to slow it down, get it now here into the half court. And a whistle against the Hatters as battling. No, they're going to say this on Hannah Gusters.
Yeah, they're going to hands to the face, as I believe what the call was underneath. Sometimes when you're fighting down there, you've been fighting for position, you've been calling for the ball, your teammates aren't getting it to you. You get a little impatient, right? Sometimes you get hands to the face.
Stetson's done a pretty good job the past couple of times down the floor of quickly doubling Hannah Gusters, making her life difficult. As a triple launched, that from Calhoun. Rebound for a Cott. She'll throw it up ahead. And now UCF will reset things. To Stagne. The lob inside. Gusters well executed, keeping it high, turning and firing, making.
Yeah, well, it's that simple, right? No player helping on the backside, on the weak side. Got to go inside to Gusters. You're going to have a travel called on Stetson. But whenever Hannah Gusters has position inside, that ball's got to go. 16 points in the paint for UCF. That's how they want to play this season. Every time we speak with Coach Satia Messer, Scott Wright, what does she say?
Inside, outside.
Yes, they want to establish the game from the inside and allow that to create opportunities for their guards from the outside.
A Cott, she'll try the mid-range. And the Hatters will now motor all their way up into the front court, but taken away, it's Castagne, the steal for UCF. Knights with numbers momentarily. Now Castagne will reset things. She'll look back to head coach Satia Messer. Allie Stedman, one dribble, a pull-up, and the sharpshooter, Stedman. As she's got 8 first-half points, Allie Stedman.
Yeah, this is the best we've seen Allie Stedman shoot the ball to start this season, but definitely a bright sight. We know she's more than capable of making shots from the outside.
And now she's running the floor with Rodriguez, and Rodriguez can't get this one to fall, but she will toe the line once again, as we've seen it now a couple times here already in this first half. Running the floor and giving herself an opportunity to get an easy lay-in or go to the stripe.
If you let Emily Rodriguez attack you with that right hand, it's going to be a problem. You know, we don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's going to be free throws or it's going to be a made layup, right? What teams got to pick up on is, look, when she's attacking, you got to find a way to make her put that ball in her left hand, even if she's on the right side of the court, right? You got to get her on the other side of the rim, because when she's with that right hand coming at you with a full head of steam, she's tough to stop.
Emily Rodriguez now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. She was perfect prior to that. As Stetson looking for points, a drought of nearly 3 minutes. They're 0 for their last 4 as Castagne getting those hands up, and it's another steal for UCF.
Oh. I thought she might shoot off of that.
Rodriguez through defenders, leaves it on the front end of the iron. Gets it back, however, and goes to work and puts it up and in. The freshman continuing to sizzle.
He plays so hard, right, Scott, with so much effort. Whether it's in transition or getting offensive rebounds, he just plays hard.
A triple in the corner pocket. That's Cameron Thomas right in front of that Knight bench. And she has been the offensive catalyst here for Stetson.
And Thomas is going to be tough to deal with in the A-Sun, honestly. When they get in Atlantic Sun play, Cameron Thomas is going to be a handful for teams.
35-14, and how about the day for Allie Stedman? As here in this first half, impact player thus far for the Knights. And Plus is save $20 and get an annual subscription for the price of 9 months. Like the sound of that, as Big 12 basketball here on this Saturday afternoon, where UCF has put on a show thus far in this opening half. 35-14, as UCF with 7 different nights having scored the basketball in this first half. As the runner and kissing it up off the window. That is Lysander, as the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, able to get her first scores. We're now under 4 minutes in this opening half. Double team comes. Here's Ngodu. She'll go up strong with it. Can't get it to drop in. And Cameron Thomas there with the clearance. There's a triple, and that is from Jora Epley.
Now, this is Stetson basketball, right? Pushing the pace, getting those three-point attempts in transition. This is how Coach Lynn Bria wants to see her team play, with this pace. But you got to get stops on this end to be able to get out and run.
And they've outscored UCF 14-11 here in this second quarter. And the thievery now here for the Hatters. Bounce pass up ahead, because Stagne is there for the Knights, and UCF will come up with the thievery. And Allie Stedman will give it back now to Castagne, as UCF will set things up here in the half court.
And Scott, we're getting our first look at a Dang Ring, the freshman from Sydney, Australia, still figuring out how she fits into college basketball, but a lot of potential.
The Euro step by Ngodu. As defense to offense for the Knights, the miscue by the Hatters. And Kyala Ngodu with the easy score. And you see the miscues here thus far for Stetson. The triple, that was from Epley, had connected last time down for Stetson. Again, it was the big first quarter by UCF, outscoring the Hatters 24-5. And now the triple, that was from Yancey.
Yeah, and not a bad kick out right there from Kyla Ngodu, but when you catch inside, you get doubled, you want to look opposite. That's usually where the open player is.
Lysander, her three short.
So right now, Dang Ring at 6'5" is being defended by the 5'4" Eva Bradshaw. Something that, again, as she gets more mature, she has to figure out how to take advantage of matchups like that.
And challenging Eva Bradshaw. And that was going to be one of the sticking points here to begin the game, the length and size of UCF, how Stetson would handle that.
Yeah, and again, it's collective effort. That's what Coach Bria is going to preach, you know, but at some point, you just need bigger players, right? Stetson's effort has not been low today, and it's not that they haven't been trying to compete with that size inside, but when you have a 6'6" Hannah Gusters, right, who's just tough to deal with in the post, you have to send a double team. They're bringing a Dang Ring in off the bench. You have Kyala Ngodu, who's 6'3" and is, at this point, got experienced in college basketball because she played a ton of minutes in the Big 12 down low as the starting center for the Knights. It's hard for Stetson when they only have one player that's 6 foot and above to just deal with that size.
Gusters and Ashola Cott back out onto the floor here for UCF as the final 95 ticks here this opening half. There's a traveling violation here against Quintara Mitchell. As the Hatters again have gone cold here the past 2 minutes. Have not had points. Emily Rodriguez in the short corner. She'll track it back atop the bubble, and now Rodriguez frees herself up. The jumper is up and good for Emily Rodriguez. You're gonna come off me, I'm gonna pull up, and I'm gonna hit it.
Well, that's just good ball, and that's good patience right there from Rodriguez. Got one screen, allowed Hannah Gusters to twist it for another ball screen, got to a nice 15-foot free throw line jump shot.
Here's the three lifted. That from the hands of Thomas. Hatters just 3 of 15 in this opening half.
And if I'm a Charlotte, I am going to learn how to get very consistent at that 15 to 17-foot shot, because all season long, teams are going to sag off her at the free throw line, attempting to keep the ball from going inside Augustus. I would shoot that shot 100 times a day in after practice workouts.
Double figures now here for Charlotte as nifty move by McMillan has taken on 2 nights, is able to put it up off the window. And now 5 seconds on the game clock. Here's Nay Brown. Her jumper is up and good. Playing beat the clock is Nay Brown. And that'll do it for the opening begin as again the crosstown showdown as the land about 45-minute drive here to UCF as this the 65th overall meeting in the series as UCF has not played any other opponents more than they have played the Stetson Hatters. Rodriguez, she'll eye a 3.
Perfect. And I like the strategic change coming out of halftime right there from Coach Bria. She switched to a 2-3 zone. The idea is let's force UCF to shoot some outside shots.
There's the jumper by McMillan. Can't get it to fall. She'll get a second effort at it. This time, we'll get the jumper to go down. Now with 6 points for Tiaja McMillan, the graduate player from Tampa, Florida, as the Colgate transfer for Lynn Bria.
And once again, Stetson back in the 2-3 zone. I expect them to play this zone very, very tight.
Hannah Gusters. And it'll come out to Stedman, and the shot clock will refresh to 20.
UCF only attempted 5 3-pointers in the first half. They were 2 of 5 from the 3, but if I'm Stetson, I'm saying, well, let's make them shoot some more from the outside. Let's see if they can make those shots.
Here's Emily Rodriguez, the shot clock winding down. In it comes to Gusters, and the muscle, the flex, there by Hannah Gusters.
Just too strong, too physical inside right there is Hannah Gusters.
Now with 7 points as driving down the boulevard, that is Quintara Mitchell, the easy score for Stetson. Their first points here of this second half. Open look, Stedman. Offensive rebound is Rodriguez, and a whistle here against the Hatters.
And Scott, Stetson found an offensive groove there in that second quarter, scoring 16 points in the quarter. Got off to a good start here in the third. So they've settled in after that first quarter where they were held to only 5 points.
Well, they went, BJ, nearly 8 minutes to begin the game without points before finally getting the last 5 points there of that first quarter. Again, shot clock winding down in the defensive sequence here by Stetson. The zone defense that Lynn Bria has switched to now has been a difference maker through the first 2 minutes here of quarter number 3.
And obviously, it's not how the game works, but after that first quarter, the point differential has been 22 to 20 UCF, right? So Stetson had a really, really tough start to this game, which really put them behind the 8 ball, but I like what I'm seeing from them now that they're starting to find those outside looks for Tiaja Mitchell, Cameron Thomas, right? They're starting to get some of their players going.
McMillan's 3, last touch by Ashala Cott. And the Hatters here, the offensive set. Quick trigger. Cameron Thomas says buckets.
There you go.
As the triple falls.
Yep, and there you go. That's what we're talking about, right? Stetson's starting to settle in to the way that Coach Bria wants them to play. Get those outside looks from the outside. Don't hesitate.
Timeout on the floor as Cameron Thomas now in double figures. She's got 11. Little mojo here for the Hatters to begin this third quarter.
You're clear.
7-2 run here for the Stetson Hatters as Satia Messer having to call the timeout as Cameron Thomas with the 3-point make. And for more on Thomas, here's our Cecily Webb.
Cameron Thomas gives all the glory to God for her journey from a small town in Illinois where she didn't even know what Division I was to playing at Stetson. Starting at JUCO, her coach Jay became like family and constantly pushed her and reminded her of her goal to play D1. She told me whenever she was afraid, he would remind her of scriptures in the Bible to help her keep going. Despite having multiple D2 offers, she told me she turned them all down because she knew God had a bigger plan for her life. When the D1 opportunity finally came to play at Stetson, she told me she knew that that was where she was meant to be. This season, Cameron's experienced a special moment where her parents traveled down from Illinois to watch her second game of the season. She told me it was super special to have them there to see all her work and her journey. Her faith remains the center of everything as her goal to become ASUN champs this season stays. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
What a journey for Cameron Thomas, Hazel Crest, Illinois, BJ.
Well, just a terrific story of a player who stuck with it, right? Continued to get better, continued to improve, and found her way to the Stetson Hatters playing Division I basketball. Prime example of, if you're good enough, they'll find you.
And the leading scorer right now here for the Hatters, she's got 11 points. Ashola Kott is going to draw a foul and put a little English there off the window. Count the bucket and one.
You like to see it from Ashola Kott right there. I've really been impressed with how much she's improved finishing around the rim, right? Last year, that bump she just had, that bump that the player imposed against her, she wouldn't have been able to take that bump, right? That would have knocked her off her line. She wouldn't have been able to have the poise to continue to play through that and finish up high off the glass.
And Ashola Kott completing the old-fashioned three-point play is the double-double thus far on the game and counting for Ashola Kott. 12 points and 10 rebounds.
I think Tiaja McMillan had Augustus right there with the half spin, just didn't go up with the shot.
Here is Haran trying the wraparound pass. Out it comes to Ashola Kott. And she'll survey the Hatter defense, give it to the trailing Stedman. She'll misfire, get it back, and the Knights will reset.
Yep, but still a good push right there from Ashola Kott to find Stedman for the open look. Ashola Kott showing us her all-around game here tonight.
Shot clock at 5. Rodriguez spinning, hanging, and glassing it home. Emily Rodriguez, you kidding me?
What a shot right there from Rodriguez to go up off the center of the glass from the middle of the floor. That's not easy to do, to make a shot from the middle of the paint. You're gonna see she gets here and goes to a spin move and then uses the glass through the contact. Could have caught a foul for an and one right there on McMillan. Rodriguez continues to impress game in and game out.
McMillan right in her mug, it did not matter. In the meantime, Cameron Thomas, who's been busy in this third quarter. These are the first free throws here for Stetson on the game.
Yeah. And that's a lot of times what happens with teams that shoot a lot from the outside, right? If you're a three-point heavy team, sometimes you don't attack the rim as much as you should. It's just not necessarily your style of play. A little late to get to the free throw line for your first free throws of the game, but you know, Stetson's style of players, they're going to launch from the outside, especially once they get in Atlantic Sun play. They're going to look to get those long-range puppies up.
And now, BJ, we see as Lindria employing a little bit of backcourt pressure here after the make. There's 4 minutes here into the third. Guster's calling for it.
Got to get it to the weak side.
Brown dumps it down. Ashola Kott with the left-handed finish.
Yeah, I said it once and I'll say it again. She's just become such an improved finisher around the rim, Scott. I mean, with either hand, whether it's the right hand, whether it's the left hand, whether it's through contact, taking the bump. She's really spent a lot of time, one, in the weight room, getting more physically strong to take those bumps, but also just skill set wise.
And now running the floor, up it comes to Rodriguez, leaves it hanging. There's Ashola Kott, offensive rebound, left hand, can't get it to drop. Guster's had it, lost it. And now it comes to the Hatters.
It's a terrific effort there, right, from Ava Bradshaw to rip that ball away from Hannah Gusters.
23-point advantage for the Knights. 3-ball, air ball. That was Bradshaw. And then a whistle here against Stetson. As Noga Haran was mixing it up. And a timeout here on the floor as we'll get new Knights and new Hatters when we come back here inside Edition Financial Arena. Saturday afternoon basketball from Orlando. Midway through this third quarter, UCF with a 23-point advantage. As up next for Satia Messer's ladies, we got an early bird special coming up on Tuesday here from inside Edition Financial Arena as the ladies from UNF will come swooping down as the Knights and North Florida going at it at 11 a.m. Does that mean you're going to get up extra early, BJ Taylor?
I get up early anyway, but I want to go back to you saying that North Florida is going to come swooping down. Is that an Osprey reference?
You are sharp. You are a quick, man, I'll tell you what, BJ, nothing gets past.
Swooping down.
And that UCF degree of BJ Taylor, the forgiving iron for Summer Yancey. The triple falls in.
And this is where these minutes are valuable for a player like Summer Yancey to come in, right? Hadn't played a lot in the first 2 games, but again, get these live minutes and real action to play and perform.
And now Ashola caught. She will go all the way to the rack and lay it up and in. Ashola caught. Can't say enough about her spark plug throughout the course of this game.
No, and you know, Charlotte Cott, 6'1" listed height, but Scott, her arms have to be 6'7", 6'8", right? I mean, when you look at her wingspan, I mean, her arms are so lengthy. She can deflect so many passes.
And that was Emily Rodriguez feeding Ashola Cott. Saw it in the first half, and now here into this third quarter. Cott now with 19 points here on the game.
Yeah, backdoor cut right there from Bradshaw. Cameron Thomas was expecting her to stay.
And Ashola Cott is going to take a seat now over on Satia Messer's bench. A huge smile there from Coach Messer, and rightfully so, as her sophomore now with a career high. We're not even to the fourth quarter yet. And the largest lead of the contest right now for the Knights. And that zone defense here continuing on. Rodriguez. She'll find her way into the short corner. Her jumper won't fall. There is Yancey. And a Hatter there to greet her, and a foul for Stetson. And Summer Yancey here off the bench has gotten some productive minutes for this Knight coaching staff. You see the second chance opportunities here for UCF. The rebounding margin for the Knights, they came into this ball game plus 18 through their first 2 contests. As UCF, they're looking to go to 3-0 on the season. As they would start off 8-0 last year, the year prior 6-0 in Coach Messer's first season.
But you know, they didn't have that early season test like they did with a Marquette in years past, right? That Marquette win, we'll see how Marquette does down the line, but that's a great way to get a test for your team early in the season. And UCF showed up really, really well in that bout.
Crafty move there by McMillan, gets the score for the Hatters. Nagodu, she'll go to work. Drop it off to Chandler Roberts. And stepping out onto the sideline is Emily Rodriguez, unforced error for the Knights.
Yep, and that's one where Rodriguez has to rotate that basketball. That basketball's got to swing over to Summer Yancey. When she catches the ball like that, if she doesn't have the shot, it's got to go the other way. She can't go back towards the baseline.
Turnover numbers here for the Knights have not been as plentiful as they have been the first couple games, something I know that Satia Messer was hoping to clean up. As there was McMillan, and out it comes on the run. Here's Brown, Nay Brown. Got herself caught mid-flight, and there Nagodu to bail her out.
And she saved herself, though. Threw it back out towards half court. Luckily, there were no Hatters there.
Now Brown.
The pass.
Loops it inside, and Chandler Roberts, the recipient. And that's her first score. And then Nagodu jumping back on the defensive end. And volleyball spiking it out of bounds.
Well, Neve Brown's been the unsung hero for UCF through these first 3 games, right? Extremely steady, knows what she's doing at the point guard position, not looking to get her shot, just get the team organized and set the table.
Keshi too short, trying to float it up and in past the trees of the Knights. There's 95 seconds now here remaining in this third quarter. 9 different Knights have scored the basketball here tonight.
Efficient offense from the Knights, 50% from the field, 33% from the 3-point line. Not bad numbers on that end of the floor.
Shot clock again winding down. Open look, Castagne. And saving it is Nagodu. UCF will have a refreshment on the shot clock. Knights have outscored the Hatters 19-11 here in the quarter.
Great job by Chandler Roberts.
And a jump ball tie-up, and it'll go the opposite direction of the ladies from DeLand.
Still terrific hustle right there from Mahogany Chandler Roberts. As a freshman who's not getting a lot of playing time, there's a few ways to stay on the court. 1 is be in the right position on defense. 2, offensive rebounds, right? If she can do those 2 things, every coach will find a way to get you on the floor.
Mahogany Chandler Roberts, one of the top recruits in the state of Oregon. As a 3-time first-team All-State product. As high up it goes from McMillan, can't get it to fall. She has been a bright spot, though, here today offensively for Lynn Bria's ladies.
Yes.
Catch and fire, way short from Mitchell. And now on the run, here comes UCF. Stedman with the left hand, finishing things off.
And one of the things that Coach Breer is going to look to clean up is their transition defense, right? On that shot, when the shot went up, 4 Hatters kind of stood around outside the paint. You're either doing 1 or 2 things. You're going to the offensive glass and you're getting back in transition defense. I'm sure Coach Breer will talk to her team about that after this game.
Knights have exposed the Hatters in that department throughout the course of this game. As the runner by McMillan not there, but then the second effort. A career high 19 points here as we begin this fourth quarter. And Gusters muscling, and Gusters gonna draw the foul. No, offensive. As Hannah Gusters able to take the entry pass. And Satia Messer, you see the number there as tons of easy scores here on the day. As the Knights in the paint have outscored Stetson as a team.
Yeah, well, and a part of scoring in the paint, right, is being selective and intentional with the shots you take from the outside. UCF's only attempted 11 3-pointers on the day, as we see Mary McMillan get to the rim and finish inside. UCF's been very selective with the shots they're taking from the outside, right? If it's wide open, if it's a good look, after we've explored our option inside, then they're saying, you know what, that's a shot that we'll look to take. But other than that, they're looking to attack the rim off the drive, or they're looking to feed the post.
Emily Rodriguez from the outside. Stetson now here in the half court. Says here's a triple look. This is McMillan in and out. And Rodriguez with the rebound, going to need some help. So again, it would be a big first quarter for UCF, BJ, 24-5. This on the heels of finding out no Caitlin Peterson in this basketball game. But UCF has been able to get it production from other places.
Yeah. Well, in the offensive, the strategy that they have with the system that Coach Satia Messer has implemented for this season, it really doesn't change without Caitlin Peterson for a game like this, right? What changes is you don't have KP creating those exciting plays, right? You don't have her getting the ball in transition, going to the rim, attacking. She's not somebody they really ran a bunch of sets for. Her ability just allowed her to be successful through her own skill set, right? So the team is going to continue to perform and run their offense the way they ran it without her, right? It'd be different, Scott, I'll be honest with you, if for example, Hannah Gusters didn't play. Because the way they run their offense is through her.
The inside, outside.
Yeah, so if she's not there, well, where do we kind of look to initiate offense?
Here's Gusters, gives to Yancey. She's got a moonshot from the corner. Doesn't hit iron, and now Stetson on the move. McMillan, the one-time Knight, leaves it on the iron. And now Rodriguez, Euro step through the lane, too strong. And we go back and forth. Here is McMillan able to drop the dime to Mitchell, the easy score in transition.
And this is where awareness comes into play if you're UCF, right? You can't, I'm going to say it again, you can't just have, I played with some dominant centers, so you can't just have them running up and down the floor, Scott, okay? Like dominant centers, the girls and guys that need the basketball inside, they're going to demand it and they're going to command it, right? They're not just going to keep running up and down without getting that feed on the block.
It's a quick stoppage in play. We'll get some substitutions now here for Lynn Bria.
You know.
As here at the 7:17 mark. A 25-point advantage for UCF. They've led by as many as 30 in this basketball game. Rodriguez.
That ball's got to go. It got Hannah right in front of you. It's got to go.
Open look. Triple launched. In and out. Chandler Roberts with the offensive rebound and puts it up and in for the freshman.
Well, one of the two ways I said for freshmen forwards and centers to get on the floor, be in the right position defensively and offensive rebounding. Mahogany Chandler Roberts now with her second offensive rebound on the day. To add on top of that, she gets the and one bucket in the finish. This is how a freshman works her way into the rotation and builds trust with the coaching staff.
Those 12 offensive rebounds have led to 16 UCF points. Bradshaw is going to get tied up. It'll stay here, however, with the Hatters. As there was Allie Stedman, who had a huge first quarter for the Knights, came out gangbusters. She's one of 3 ladies here today for Satia Messer in double figures for this Knight offense.
Yeah, and Stedman has to continue to be a good perimeter defender and just make outside shots, right? She's got to be a dependable outside shooter. As Cameron Thomas is showing that she's more than a dependable outside shooter for the Stetson Hatters. I think, you know, watching Cameron Thomas play, she has a real opportunity to be an all-ASUN player this season.
Yeah, without question. A newcomer, perhaps, there.
Newcomer of the year, for sure,
Sun.
yeah. She's definitely going to be, she's definitely my front runner for newcomer of the year in that league.
Now has 18 points here to lead the Stetson Hatters as the 3rd triple here of the day for Thomas.
You got to get her off the line. I mean, if you're Summer Yancey right there, you're looking to kind of take the drive when she receives the basketball. No, you got to get up in her airspace and force her to put the ball on the floor.
It was her first year in DeLand, Cameron Thomas.
44% from 3 coming into this game, 4-6 today. She can shoot.
Hannah Gusters just keeping it high. And such a difference maker here for UCF. A post player that Satia Messer has not had in her first 2 years in Orlando. And the triple hits every piece of the iron. Shelby Calhoun, and Stetson now catching a little bit of flame. Gusters, quick first step, and Gusters muscling. And the flex by Hannah Gusters.
And Hannah Gusters got fouled a couple times on this play. She received this basketball, right? Okay, there's 1, there's 2. You know, the first one could have been called. The second one, it did get called, okay? So it all worked out, but she's accustomed to playing through a lot of contact. Like I played with Taco Fall, 7'6" center, over 300 pounds, and there were a lot of times where he would get bumped and chucked, and a smaller center, a smaller player gets those calls immediately, but sometimes your size and being such an imposing force, the officiating crew's a little bit more hesitant to, you know, make those calls. It's almost like they're trying to level the playing field.
That's like the Shaq kind of quotient
100%.
that was had when he was in the NBA.
Exactly. So what Hannah Gusters has to do is she can't get frustrated. She has to play through the contact. And as she did on that play, if she does get fouled, focus on finishing the play, whether they call the foul or not.
Gusters with 12 points here tonight. She'll get a breather over on Satia Messer's bench. As halfway here through this fourth quarter, where the Knights have been dominant, losing the basketball, that's Mitchell.
Got a Rain Dink flashing to the middle. Nice opportunity for action.
Summer Yancey, quick first step. Down on the baseline, hanging as Summer Yancey getting the score. And then running the floor, the opposite end, as Lysander for the Hatters.
Great job of getting out and running right there by Raven Lysander, as well as finishing off the play. But if you're UCF, get the ball to the middle of the floor. Emily Rodriguez just creating offense.
And how about the score by the freshman as she kisses it up off the window. The long triple from Haran, and a timeout on the floor. Says Lynn Bria, this will be a 30-second timeout. And check that, we'll step aside as Emily Rodriguez. The quick cross, the spin, and the score for the freshman.
Her mother and her grandmother have instilled in her since a young age, kept her anchored through it all. Growing up, they spent lots of time and resources sending her to the best places to get the best experience because they always wanted her to succeed and keep going. Having overcome challenges before, she told me, I've been through tough times before. I know I can get through them again. I just have to bet on myself and believe in myself. Back to you guys.
And Hannah Gusters now rekindling her relationship with head coach Satia Messer, as Coach Mess originally recruiting her back at Baylor.
Yep, back to Baylor.
And now coming full circle here in her final season of college basketball. Mary McMillan, the drive and kick. Triple on its way is up and good for Noga Haran, the good look. And the 8 3-point make here for Stetson.
And once again, nice drive and kick right there to set up Haran for the triple. Stetson playing Hatter basketball here in this second half. And again, this game got away from them in the first quarter. They have not been able to make up that ground, but these past 3 quarters, they have actually played good basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Knocking knees, Summer Yancey going to draw the foul on Cameron Thomas. Stedman will come out of the game. And checking in here for UCF is Mae Brown. Knights will have it bucket side right. We're under 3.5 minutes to play in the contest. As UCF on their way to their 3rd victory here of the season. It's been back in action on Tuesday. Drop down pass and up and good. The easy score for Ring, who's just recently checked in.
And that's one way to get the freshman comfortable, right? Don't feed her in the post and expect her to make a bunch of post moves, right, and try to finish around the rim like she's Aja Wilson. Feed her the ball for an easy layup, you know? Set her up. Make it easy for her.
And then Ring challenging on the opposite end. A couple block shots as there was Lysander trying to get it over those long arms of Adeng Ring, the 6'5" freshman.
You gotta hit the table there if you're Eva
Let's try
Bradshaw.
that again.
Yep,
That's right.
Gotta hit the table.
Gotta do the redo.
Yeah, try to hit that sneak move in there. It's good officiating right there. Attention to detail.
On their P's and Q's, it's
Yes.
2 weeks into the season.
Yes.
Officiating crew doing their job here this afternoon. As Lysander gonna have her shot tossed out onto the baseline. Nothing coming easy. Summer Yancey. As the drive in, that was Keshi. Saving it from going out of bounds, Summer Yancey, who plays with those varied shoes here tonight, BJ Taylor.
Yep, the one different color shoe on each side.
The one pink, the other one aqua.
Well, Summer Yancey's wearing what looks like the cotton candies, right? She's got the light blue, the powder blue, and then she's got that kind of, what would you call that, a dark pinkish color, right? The cotton candy.
It's kind of like the Barbie.
Yes, and Allie Steadman's also wearing different color shoes.
He's just checked in.
She got the bright orange with the very fluorescent color green on her foot. So, you know, a little creativity from the Knights.
There's Summer Yancey, second effort.
Our coach didn't let us wear different color shoes.
Coach Dawkins?
No, you had to wear the black and whites. You know?
Summer Yancey!
Yep.
Elevating in those varied shoes.
The black and whites got the old school movies. That's all we can wear. You could throw in like a gold, right? If you had a gold like swoosh or maybe a gold check, but even like a base gold shoe was off limits.
But a completely different shoe, not a chance.
Oh, a completely different color shoe? Please. Not if you want to go in the game.
Here's a Yancey fire, the triple from Summer Yancey. She did it from the inside, now steps to the outside. 5 ladies now in double figures here for UCF as Yancey off the bench. And up and in it goes for Wintara Mitchell. And we're now 65 seconds away from a UCF victory.
Oh, great job cutting the lane right there by Keshi.
As defense to offense, Knights currently a season high in points scored. Again, no Caitlin Peterson here today for UCF, but others stepping up. Here's a triple, Castagne, you betcha. Her first score of the game. .87.58, and an easy steal. Castagne is on the run, motoring, and left-handed laying. Up and good for Castagne. And a little cherry on top action here for the Knights.
Make the most of your minutes.
Haran, the last heave, and that's going to do it here from Orlando. And a dominating effort here tonight for Satia Messers.